the stage now. Put your hands together for Luis Manriquez.
So, any parents of young kids here tonight? All right. Of course not. Yeah. It's okay. This is a safe space. They can't hurt you here. It's, why is it so hard to have kids when you love them so much? I think it's because the qualities we admire in adults make for horrible children, right? Ruth Bader Ginsburg made her parents submit oral arguments about eating dinner with a fork. Right? Winston Churchill vowed to never surrender when it was bath time, right? Does anyone think that the parents of J.D. Vance loved dealing with him when he was a toddler? No! Nobody has ever loved J.D. Vance, or ever will. What about me? Want to be stand-up comedian? Think my parents were excited by my 8-year-old pranks? No, kids aren't funny. But pranks are a big deal in my family. A lot of people don't like pranks, and it's because a prank is basically manipulating someone and then laughing at them because they felt bad or they were embarrassed because they cared about you. But that's the glue that binds us. One morning, my brother and I were getting ready for school. My parents came in real serious faces and said, "Sit down, kids. We need to talk about something that happened in school." And I looked at my brother like, "What the fuck did you tell them?" And he looked at me like, "I'm not a snitch." And my dad started, someone broke into the school last night, and they started a fire. A lot of damage was done, but nobody was hurt. But the school is closed. And we were like, and they were like, yeah, a lot of damage. We don't know how long the school's gonna be closed for, probably the rest of the year. And both my parents looked at each other, knowingly. They said, "April Fools, go to school." And so I grew up in the desert. You don't want to know what the most dangerous rattlesnake is? A young rattlesnake. Because a young rattlesnake hasn't learned restraint. Right? When they bite, they go all in. And so when I was thinking about how to get back at my mom, I thought the funniest prank would be to convince her that I was dead. I thought, no, that's wrong. She needs to think she killed me. So I waited until she was getting ready to go to work. I hid in the bushes, and as soon as she got in the car, I came out and I laid down at the foot of the driveway, about halfway, so she cut me right in half, and I could laugh at her while I died in her arms. Stick with me, all right? We've already discussed that children are not funny and are horrible. So she started backing up, and then she screeched to a stop, tore the door off the car like the Hulk, and came out screaming. You ever had a moment of clarity when you realize exactly what you've done? It happened to me. I laid down on that pavement as a boy, but I stood up as a man. And so when I saw the prettiest woman in the whole world and what I had done to her, I did what every man in this room would do. I ran away. But now I'm the dad, and I know better. So when it's time to go to work, I find my kids wherever they are, I kiss them on their foreheads, I tell them I love you, and then I handcuff them to the radiator so I can get in my car.